Hello, everybody. I hope that you're doing wonderful. This is Vincent back to the office after a wonderful trip to Boston, Rhode Island, Connecticut. It was awesome, but I am back. We had the calls last week. We still want to have the call this week, of course. I'm here with Paul, live from Toronto, from Ontario, London, Ontario. How are you, Paul?
I'm doing good. How are you, Vincent?
I'm fabulous. Thank you. Okay. So today, and by the way, Paul just opened up the calls live on YouTube, and I started to have a lot of comments from some of you guys saying that it's really valuable, that you really enjoy. So, but if you want to see them live, if you want to see them every week regularly, you make sure to join the community. Today, I want to talk about follow-up. Just 15, 20 minutes. I want to talk to you guys about follow-up. So why follow-up? Follow-up is the key to success. I want to share with you these stories. This is my favorite follow-up story. So there is this guy. He's an internet, it's not an internet, like he's a marketing guru, right? His name is Dean Jackson. He's a marketing guru. And I listened to this story in his podcast long time ago, and I really remember because it was really fascinating. So his neighbor was trying to sell birthday package to restaurants, and he was a really hardworking salesman. And he put a newsletter together, and he sent a newsletter to 4,300 restaurants. And he didn't get any response to the newsletter. So he was like all concerned and everything. So he goes to see his neighbor, Dean. He's like, whoa, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not making any sales. I just sent an amazing newsletter. I spent the whole day crafting to 4,300 restaurants. I'm trying to sell my birthday package and nobody responding. And Dean look at him and say, well, nobody cares about newsletter. Do you read newsletter? And the guy's like, no. Do you read legal document? The guy's like, no. And she's like, do you listen to your mom or do you read your mom text message when she send you a text message? And the guy said, yes. I said, well, that's why. He's like, what's the response rate of your mom? It's 100%. But what's the response rate of a legal document or a newsletter? It's pretty much zero because people don't care. So he's like, do this. So he goes to his MailChimp account. He says, we're going to send that to all the restaurants. Hi, first name. Do you organize birthday party? So he sent that to 4,000 restaurants. Do you organize birthday party? To his surprise, he got 750 responses. The restaurant said, yes, we do organize it. Then he's like, oh, let me send my newsletter. He's like, hold on. We're going to continue like this. So he's like, send him a second short email. Can you organize several birthday party next month? And he got another 327 responses. And he's like, okay, now you are in 327 conversations. And now ask him, well, because you organize several birthday party every month, I sell birthday package on bulk, so it will make sense for you guys to sign up to my program so I can help you get birthday package on bulk. Here is attached some information. And just like that, he sold dozens of package. So it was the same guy with the same product at the same price, but because of strategy number one, he didn't sell anything, and strategy number two, he sold dozens of packages. So why did people respond? And why people respond to text messages? For three reasons: because it's short, personal, and expecting a reply. And why people don't respond to newsletter? Because it's boring and it's use a megaphone, like you talk to several person. But if I'm talking only to you, if I meet you in the street and I say, hey, can you tell me the time, please? You're going to respond to my question because I have a direct conversation with you. And we always say this: if we deconstruct both sales, no sales happen unless money exchange hands, no money exchange hands unless there is an offer, and no offer happen unless there is a showing, and no showing happen unless there is a conversation. So we want to have a conversation. Now, how do you get people into a conversation? Is another story. Because we are living now in an era where it's very difficult to get people attention. As a manufacturer, we're exposed to 5 to 10,000 commercial messages per day, which is like 6 or 7 million per year. So our brain develops a protective mechanism. Psychologists call this inattentional blindness. because you cannot pay attention to all the commercial messages that are in front of your face all the time. I'm just looking around my office right now. I got a Purolator logo here. I got a gum logo. I got a Seato for my boat key. I got the camera logo. I got my computer logo. Just looking at my screen, there's like 20, 30 logos. Logo essentially is a small advertising. Then I go on social media, I will see advertising, and TV, radio advertising all day long. You're exposed to advertising. So how do you get people attention now? You do some things they don't expect. So let me tell you another story. There was this lady, she was trying to sell cat. She had a cat and she had some kittens. She had like 6 or 7 kittens. And she said, what I'm going to do with all those kittens? So I need to put an ad on the newspaper. So, you know, she didn't have internet or anything. So she just go on the newspaper in the classified section and she put 6 beautiful, fluffy kitten for sale. And she put the price like $100 each or something. And then she put the ad. First day, no call. Second day, no call. Third day, no call. Fourth day, no call. Fifth day, no call. 6 days just before the next run of the newspaper. The next week, she's like, what's happening? Maybe I put the wrong ad or the wrong phone number or anything. So she starts to wonder. But then as she starts to wonder, the phone rings. So she runs to the phone. She's like, oh, finally, someone is calling me for my ad. And he's like, oh, it's your dentist reminding you for your appointment. So she's like, God damn it, nobody called me. So she goes to the newspaper and she checked the ad, make sure that her phone number was correct, right? There might be a typo in her phone number, and the phone number was right. But what she found, there was hundreds of other ads for kittens. So she's like, fuck, they're all the same. I need to do something different. So she called the newspaper. She's like, hey, for next week, I'm going to run the next week, but can you change me one letter? Instead of putting beautiful kitten, can you put ugly kitten? And the lady's like, why? And she's like, yeah, I want you to put ugly. So she put 6 ugly kitten for sales, $100 each. And the week after, the phone started to ring. And of course, she sold the kitten and she reportedly said that she could have sold them for more. So why did she do that? Right? Because she wanted to get people attention. And this is what I want to share with you today. You need to get people attention, and you need to realize that the money is in the follow-up. Getting people attention is not enough nowadays, because it's not because you got someone attention that you're going to make the sale. A sale is like the vending machine. You know, sometimes you put the money, you got a little popcorn bag that fell, and it gets stuck. And it gets stuck. And you're like, I thought I had the sale, but it gets stuck. And you got to shake 4, 5, 6 times. 3, 4, 5 times, and then the bag of popcorn is going to fail. Sales is like this, right? Because you have to follow up a few times if you want to get the sale. And if you don't follow up, you're not going to get the sales. So today I want to share a couple of short follow-up messages with you that I have, because I have a class on follow-up. So we're not going to go through the whole class, but I want to share a couple slides from my class on follow-up. So let me share my slides. Share screen. There you go. So the first thing that I want to share with you is this one. So here you go. That's a study from Microsoft. Right? A study from Microsoft sees that contact number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And I mean, this is a reality. This is a reality. Sometimes people ask me the how. Sometimes people ask me the how. How do you do? How do you make a sale? How? I'm like, it's not the how, it's a now. And it's a no. So it's a no, it's a now, it's not the how. I don't know, I should make that into a rhyme or something, but I'm not trying to be funny on anything. This is the truth. The money is in the no. When people tell you no, you keep following up with them. They might change their mind. You're so much more likely to do business with them. The money is in the no and not yet. And the money is in the now. You have to follow up now. If today you will text 100% and you'll be like, are you still interested in buying a boat in your town, in South Florida? Are you still interested in buying a yacht? Are you still interested in buying a center console? I guarantee you're going to start to have conversation and you're going to have to start opportunities for sales. So this is what you need to understand. Now, when you follow up, there is one thing I like to say, and this is my next slide. I like to share this one. I want you to be lazy when it comes to follow up. What do I mean? I want you to follow up hard, but in a lazy way. Bill Gates once said that he would always hire a lazy person to do a difficult job at Microsoft. Why? Because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. That's what he said to the journalist. So when you follow up with clients, you send short email. Remember our original story. Short, personal, expecting a reply. You need to send email that look like text message. Have you given up on the boat? Are you still interested in the boat? Are you still looking to list your boat? Short messages like this, that's the messages that are going to make a difference. What I do when I follow up, I send video with BombBomb video, B-O-M-B, B-O-M-B. And then I use this website called Big. So BIG, it's an app on the App Store. And then I'll write the name of my clients. So if I'm following up with Paul, I write the name and then I shake my phone and I will start my video like this. Hey, Paul, I hope you're doing amazing. I promise you I will get back to you with more information next week. Well, I got the information this week, so I want to share it to you right away. Right? You see what I do? Like, I'm just taking initiative. Surprise people. Send them a video instead of sending them a call. Send them a video call. Send them a mail, a direct mail. Direct mail is amazing right now. Everybody's sending emails. Send a direct mail. Phone them. Everybody wants to send email nowadays because everybody's scared of rejection. So call them. Send them a text video. Do something different. You don't need to do something crazy. Put a green suit, or you don't need to do something crazy, because sometimes in marketing you'll see something. Some people say, oh, if you want to get people attention, you need to do something crazy. You don't. You need to do something different, and you need to show that you care. And you need to use something called the law of reverse polarity. It means you do the exact opposite of what majority of people are doing. So let me show you something. Let me come back. When I send direct mail, I'll show you something. When I send direct mail, I'm here. I just want to show you something. When I send direct mail to people, I don't send a white envelope, because everybody sends a white envelope. You know what I send? A black envelope. Now, I don't write with a black pen. I write with a white pen. So when I send a follow-up by direct mail, black envelope, white pen, I don't use, I use a personal, what do you call, letterhead. Let's say from the desk of Infinity. I don't use Prestige Vision on Yates Academy because I want to make it personal. So I'm doing something different. So I hope that you remember this today. I want to keep this call short, 15, 20 minutes. And then in my class, what I do is I give you the exact word for word best email that you can send to people. But I give you a lot of ideas today that you can do. Right? Or text message, or email, or phone call. But they're all based on the strategies and the stories that I share with you today. And that's how we get people attention, and that's how we are able to get results for our students, for our clients. So any question for today? Paul, do you have any question about this follow-up class today?
I think it's pretty clear. And I think that diagram from Microsoft's pretty powerful, especially when you read it. Talks about, I think, the fourth contact, 90% of sales pros dropping out.
Yeah, so let's look at it again. I'm glad you mentioned that. So the first one, 50% of salespeople give up. Second one, 65% of have giving up. Third one, 79% of people are giving up. And by the fourth, that's the low-hanging fruit, 89% of salespeople are giving up. And this is when, like the vending machine, right? Like, remember that analogy of the vending machine. When you shake it, you got to shake it for the things to fail. Well, this is the same thing. Keep shaking it, and eventually you're going to get the sale. Because sometimes I say, oh, how did your meeting go? Oh, man, they high five on the parking lot. They are so excited with a friend broker. Oh, yeah, I'm going to sell that boat. I got this new listing, and then nothing. Why? Because they didn't check. They didn't follow up. They didn't check the vending machine. They put the money, they saw the bag of popcorn failing, and it got stuck. And because they didn't follow up, they didn't get it, and they didn't have the benefit from it. So now contact number 5, just now, you're becoming a factor in your prospect mind. 6, nurturing slowly your prospect get to know you. Number 7, you're earning top of mind. Number 8, you're probably the only person to make 8 contact with this person. And number 9, at this point, when your prospect is ready to buy, you have 90% chance of being called. By the way, when you follow up, another thing, my friend Francis Lapp is the CEO of Sunreef Yacht. And he said, because I did sales training, so I went to Dance, the shipyard, and did sales training for the team, and we're doing some question. And he said, well, look, he told me, he's like, my sales guys, when they go home at 5 p.m., right? Me, that's when I stay in the office and I call the clients. And I'm selling the boat. You know why? Because the clients come home from work at 5 p.m. And he's like, I call them from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And he's like, I actually talk to them because during the day they are busy, they have businesses and things like this. That was the difference. Another thing that I like to do, I like to call people 7:55 a.m. just before 8. And I like to tell them, I want to be the first of the day, the first person today to talk to you. And they appreciate that. And they take the call at 7:55 or 7:45 or 7:50. You don't call them at 6 a.m. You don't call them at 10 p.m. But right, you try to think differently. Everybody call between 9 to 5. Well, how about I call before 9 and after 5? So that's what I want to share today. So Paul, we're going to upload this on the platform.
Yep.
Tomorrow, we're going to have the tech call. I'm really excited. I got 2 more cameras to ship today. We got 2 that we shipped yesterday. So we shipped 4 cameras, 4 system, click showing system in 2 days. So that's really cool. We're really excited and we can see some momentum. Now, remember, this is not a showing system that we do. At Yacht Sales Academy, we want to help you in person to sell boats. That's a commitment. That's what we do. We're not selling training. We're not selling camera system or virtual tour system. No, we are here to help you sell more boats. So that's what matters and that's what we like. So on that note, I wish you guys an amazing day. Paul, thank you so much for joining the call. Thanks for your great remark.
Vincent.
So we saw that graph again, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day, Vincent. Thank you.
Thank you. Talk soon, guys. Bye.